Hi, you are welcome in Arduino lecture series. Today we will discuss about motor driver and motor. We will just control the motor with the help of Arduino. So let's start this video. First of all, just we will implement our project in Proteus software. So just you have to open your Proteus software. It's open now. To what is the component required for our project? Just you have to go in component mode and you have to click on P option and pick devices. So here you have to type Arduino. So from Arduino series you have to choose Arduino Uno R3. Okay, after that just we required L293D motor driver. So just we will type here L293D. So you will get an IC for that. This is motor driver IC. So you have to just click on OK. And what we required next, that is motor. So we will just type here motor and you will get a motor, and just you have to click on OK. So these three things will be added in your devices list. So now what we have to do next, just we have to implement our project. So just click on Arduino and so drop your Arduino here and just rotate it clockwise. Okay, now what we have to do, motor will directly not rotate with the help of Arduino because motor consumes more power, means the current required for motor is higher than current delivering from Arduino board. So if you will interface motor directly with the Arduino, then your Arduino will just become damaged. So just I want to say, if you will place motor directly on any pin of the Arduino, so your Arduino will just burn and it will not work perfectly. So with the help of motor driver, just we will interface the motor with the with Arduino. So here L293D is a motor driver. So just we drag here and first just we need give signal to motor driver, and motor driver will just decide, motor driver will just deliver the power to the motor. Okay, so at any pin of the Arduino you can just configure for your motor driver input. So just we will choose pin number 7 for input. One more thing just I want to discuss, in L293D motor driver you will get two channels. Here you can say this is output 1 and this is output 2. In output 1 there is two pins. In the same way here output 3 4 having the two pins. So you can interface two motor at a time. Just these are the two channels, and here is the input for respective channels. Here is the input 1 and input 2 for output 1. Output 1 means these inputs are for channel 1, and here you can see input 3 and input 4. This is the input for channel number 2. So just we will control our motor with the help of L29 3D motor driver. So now just we will give input signal with the help of Arduino. So connect input 1 with pin number 7 of Arduino. You can connect on any pin of the Arduino. According to that, just you need to configure your pin in your programming portion. So we are connecting input 1 on pin number 7 and input 2 at pin number 6. So input for channel number 1 is completed. Now it's turn to connect motor at motor driver IC. So we have to just drag motor from devices list in workspace. So connect one end of the motor with output 1. Keep in mind, if you will connect motor in out channel number 2 and giving input at channel number 1, then it will not work. So you have to just keep in mind on which channel you are supplying input. According to that, just you have to choose the channel. Means if you are giving input to channel number 1, so you have to choose connect your motor in channel 1. If you are giving input in channel number 2, so your motor should be connected on channel number 2 at the output pin. So just connect output 2 with the end of other terminal of the motor. So here motor is connected now. Next, what we have to do, just we have to power up the motor driver. So just we have to move in terminal modes. Here you will get power supply for that. So first connect ground, you have to choose ground. Here you can see the ground pin is given in L29 3D motor driver. So connect here. Next you can see pin number 8 and 16 is VS and VSS. So we will just we need to power up here. So just make short these pins and here you just click on power and connect it with positive supply of 5 volt or whatever you want. Just maximum power supply should be given on this motor driver is 24 or 26 volt. It will just will operate maximum of power supply of 36 volt. So the connection is completed now. Now it's turn to program our microcontroller, means Arduino board. So just to program our Arduino, we need to move in Arduino IDE software. So just open Arduino IDE. Okay, here Arduino IDE is open now. So first just we need to create a variable for our motor. So just we will create an integer type variable m1 for input 1. I have connected the pin of motor driver on pin number 6 and 7. So just we will write here 6 and we need to create a variable for m2 also, because we have connected pin number 7 also with the motor driver. So here we will just create m2 and we have connected the m2 pin with pin number 7 of the Arduino. So the variable declaration is completed. Now it's turn to move in void setup function. Here void setup function is created. Now as we have discussed in earlier videos, in void setup function just we will configure the pin configuration for Arduino. So the pin number M1 and M2 means pin number 6 and 7 is output pin for your Arduino. So just here we have to write pin mode M1 output. So M1 pin of the Arduino is output pin for our motor. So pin number 6 is configured as output pin. Next it's turned for pin number 7. Pin 7 is also output pin because just we are taking output for motor. So this is output for motor driver. So we will write here output. So pin configuration for Arduino is completed. Now just we have to move in while loop function. As we have discussed earlier in earlier lectures, what is the use of while setup and while loop? Just while loop, as the word reflect loop. What is the meaning of loop? Loop means repetition of the control. Here whatever you have written in the loop function, it will just repeat again and again. So what we have to write in the loop function, just we want to rotate motor clockwise for 1 second and 1 second. Next it should be turned off for 1 second. In again next step it should rotate anti-clockwise for 1 second. Again in the next step just we want motor should be stopped for 1 second, and this process should be repeat again and again. So we will write here condition for that. So when we will write here M1 as high, so input of the motor driver 1 just it will become high, and at the output terminal what the activity should will be performed at the pin number 3, just it will just become high, and pin number 6 will just become low. So the motor will get proper power supply and it will start rotating. Okay, so just I want it's rotate clockwise for 1 second. So we need to provide here a delay for 1 second. Here in the delay we have provided 1000 for 1 second because by default delay is powered with 1000, means in 1 second there is 1000 millisecond. So in the body of this we write the value of value in millisecond. So 1000 millisecond means 1 second. Okay, next just we want the motor should be stopped for 1 second. So here we need to write to stop motor. What we need to do, just we have to make pin number M1 means pin number 6 low. So we will write here low. Next what we want, just I want that motor should be low for 1 second. means motor should be stopped for 1 second. So here we need to provide a delay of 1000 millisecond. So what will what will this code will do? When the code will execute, in the first line motor will just turn on, and it will just turn on for 1 second. In again next line, just motor will become low and it will stay low for 1 second. And next, just we want that motor should be rotating in opposite direction as it was rotating earlier. Now in the next line, just we will make other input pin of motor driver as high. So we will write here digital write pin M2 as high, and I want that the opposite side rotation should be continue for 1 second. So we need to provide a delay of 1000 millisecond, and after that motor should be stopped for 1 second. So again we need to write a command for that. Here we need to make M2 as low, so we will write here low, and we want that motor should be low for 1 second. So we need to provide a delay for 1000 millisecond. So our code is completed for that. Let's explain once again. Just we have created a variable for pin number 6 and 7 with the name of M1 and M2 respectively. What now we will just use M1 and M2 for input pins for motor. So here what we have to do, just we have configured pin M1 and M2 for our Arduino. So as we know, motor driver requires input signal to operate the motor. So what we have to do, we have make M1 and M2 pin of Arduino as output pin. Next, in the while loop, just for first line, when the first line is executed, what it will do, M1 pin of Arduino, it will just make high. When M1 pin just become high, your motor will just start to rotate. Here we have provided a delay for 1 second, so it will rotate for 1 second. In the next line, just we have stopped motor for 1 second. Again in next line, we have started motor in opposite direction for 1 second. Again in next line, we have stopped the motor for 1 second. So the code is completed for that. So compile our code. Here we need to save the code. So we will write here motor driver, whatever name you want to assign you can give here. So as you can see, compilation is going on. As we have discussed in the earlier video, we need to search for hex file generated in Arduino. So here you can see the hex file is generated. What is the path? Here within double inverted comma, the path is provided by Arduino IDE software. So what is the build number? It is 350, ending with 350 number. So now what we have to do, just we need to program our Arduino. To upload the code in Arduino, just you have to double click on Arduino and you will get a pop-up. In this pop-up window, here you will get an option for program file, and here you will get option for folder. So you have to click on folder and choose the path provided by Arduino IDE software. In my PC, this is created in these folders, so it may be different in your PC. So just see the path created by Arduino IDE. So build number is ending with 350, so I have to search for that. Here you can see build number is 350, and within that you can see motor driver hex file is created. Just you have to double click on this and your path will be just selected, and after that just click on OK button and your program will get uploaded in your Arduino board. So it's turn to simulate our project. So for that, here you will see some options. On the first option, this is the run, so you have to click on run button. Okay, now you can see what activity is performing on the motor. Let's make it zoom in so you can see it clearly. Our motor is rotating anti-clockwise for 1 second, and just it become stop for 1 second. Again it rotating clockwise for 1 second. In next step also it's stop for 1 second. So this activity is performing again and again, as you can see here. So this is the basic interfacing of motor with Arduino. So this activity is completed. Now you can connect another motor on channel number 2 with the help of Arduino. So channel number second is vacant on motor driver. In the same way as I have connected channel number 1, you can connect also channel number 2 at the same time. So this activity is completed now. Thank you.